Stoic life lessons so brutal they hurt to hear. The uncomfortable side of Stoic wisdom. Stoicism is often seen as calmness, strength, and emotional control, but people rarely talk about the brutal truths behind these qualities. Stoicism isn't soft or gentle. It is raw, direct, and painfully honest. The philosophy forces you to confront life without illusions, excuses, or comforting lies. In this video, the focus is on the harsh lessons the Stoics believed were necessary to build real inner strength. These lessons hurt to hear, but they have the power to transform how you live, how you respond to pain, and how you understand your purpose. No one is coming to save you. Stoics believe that self-reliance is one of the greatest strengths a person can develop. It hurts to realize that no matter how much you hope for someone to rescue you, guide you, or fix your problems, that moment never arrives. People may support you, but the responsibility for your life always rests on your shoulders. Waiting for rescue keeps you stuck, powerless, and dependent. Accepting this truth is painful, but it is also freeing. Once you recognize that the path forward depends on your actions and not on luck or outside help, you begin to move with purpose and confidence. You are not entitled to anything. Stoicism teaches that the world does not owe you success, respect, comfort, or fairness. Many people live frustrated lives because they expect something from the world that was never promised. The moment you let go of entitlement, you begin to appreciate effort, discipline, and self-mastery. This realization cuts deep because it destroys the fantasy that life should be easy. Instead, it teaches you to rise to challenges, not complain about them. It is a lesson that removes illusions and replaces them with responsibility. Most people don't care about your problems. This is not meant to sound cold, but it is one of the hardest truths to accept. People are focused on their own struggles, their own challenges, their own lives. Expecting others to constantly understand or feel compassion for your difficulties only sets you up for disappointment. Stoicism encourages focusing on solutions rather than sympathy. When you stop seeking validation and start solving your own problems, you become stronger, calmer, and more independent. You stop relying on the emotional reactions of others to feel grounded. You will lose people you love. One of the most brutal Stoic teachings is the reminder of mortality, memento mori. The people you cherish today will not be here forever, and neither will you. This truth can be heartbreaking, but it also awakens a deeper appreciation for the present moment. When you understand that every conversation, every hug, every ordinary day is temporary, you begin to live with more gratitude and less attachment to trivial issues. This lesson hurts because it forces you to confront impermanence, but it also encourages you to love more deeply and intentionally. You are often the source of your own suffering. The Stoics believe that external events rarely cause long-term suffering. It is our interpretation, our fears, our expectations, and our reactions that create pain. This is a brutal truth because it removes the comfort of blaming others. It forces you to look inward and recognize how your thoughts, habits, and ego create problems. Accepting this truth gives you power, because once you understand that the mind creates suffering, you also learn that the mind can end it. Internal mastery becomes more important than external control. Your feelings are real, but they are not always true. Stoicism teaches that emotions should be acknowledged, but never allowed to dictate actions. You may feel offended, hurt, jealous, insecure, or angry, but those feelings do not automatically reflect reality. Emotions are often based on assumptions, misunderstandings, or past wounds. This lesson hurts because emotions feel so powerful and convincing. Yet Stoicism reminds us that reacting impulsively leads to regret. Strength comes from pausing, observing, and choosing actions based on wisdom rather than emotional storms. Life will never be fair, no matter how hard you try it. It is comforting to believe that hard work will always be rewarded, and that good people will always receive good outcomes. But reality does not work that way. Life is unpredictable, and fairness is not guaranteed. Stoics taught that expecting fairness is a recipe for bitterness. Instead, you must focus on the things you can control: your effort, your mindset, your discipline, and your resilience. This truth stings because it collapses idealistic expectations, but it also frees you from disappointment. Comfort is slowly weakening youth. More comfort you seek, the more fragile you become. Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort to toughen the mind and body. Modern life makes it easy to avoid challenges, but avoidance leads to weakness. Emotional resilience is built by facing discomfort, not escaping it. This truth is brutal because it confronts the modern obsession with convenience and ease. Choosing hardship voluntarily, like waking up early, exercising, or doing difficult tasks, builds a stronger identity and a more capable mind. You're not as important as you think you are. This is one of the most humbling Stoic truths. People often overestimate how much others think about them, judge them, or care about their mistakes. In reality, people are busy thinking about themselves. Your failures, embarrassments, and imperfections fade quickly from other people's minds. This truth hurts because it crushes the ego, but it is also liberating. It frees you from the fear of judgment and allows you to live more authentically. Your time is running out much faster than you realize. Perhaps the most painful Stoic truth is the awareness of time. Every day that passes is gone forever. Procrastination is not harmless. It is the silent thief of dreams. The Stoics believed in acting with urgency, clarity, and purpose. When you truly understand that your time is limited, you stop wasting hours on meaningless distractions. This truth is uncomfortable because it forces you to acknowledge how much time has already been lost. But it also gives you motivation to live intentionally, pursue what matters, and stop waiting for the perfect moment.